Archives of Prasar Bharati presents the timeless treasure of golden era.
Over the past 31 years, I've had the joy of traveling repeatedly to many corners of this vast subcontinent that is India. It is amazing to see how landscapes, culture, food, music, dances, and even languages change every few hundred kilometers that you drive. You see the highest mountains of the world, great seas, bountiful rivers, and best of all, a people whose thoughts and heritage go back a few thousand years. Join us on an enthralling journey. I am traveling again across the whole of India to bring you spectacular India. Nagaland is a hill state located in the far northeastern part of India. It borders the state of Assam to the west, Arunachal Pradesh to the north, Manipur to the south, and Myanmar to the east. It is one of the smallest states of India. Nagaland is a mountainous state. The Naga hills rise from the Brahmaputra Valley in Assam. Most of the state is between 2,000 and 6,000 feet altitude. About 1/6 of Nagaland is under the cover of tropical and subtropical evergreen forests. These include palms and bamboo, as well as timber and mahogany forests. There are about 16 major tribes in the state of Nagaland. These include the Lothas, Angami, Ao, and Sumis.
The whole of Northeast is Mongolian, the Tibeto-Mongolian tribe. They came in at various times into this region. And some of them, they claim that they came in even 1,000 years BC and settled here. And each tribe was living an independent life. In fact, we can say even every village was an independent kingdom carrying on without much communication among themselves.
Apart from cultural contacts with neighbouring Assam, the Nagas had little or no contact with the outside world until the coming of British rule towards the end of the 19th century. More than 80% of the people live in rural areas. Nagas speak 60 different dialects. Each tribe has its own mother tongue. They communicate with each other in a common language which has been developed called Nagamese. Nagamese is not a mother tongue of any of the tribes, nor does it have a written script. English is the official state language. There is a great cultural richness and variety in this area, as each tribe was separately carrying on its independent life. It is a very colourful region. Each tribe has its own songs, their own shawls, their own colours, their own architecture. It is fascinating to walk into a marketplace in Kohima, the capital of the state of Nagaland. There are numerous different kinds of leaves here which have been collected from the forest. I did not know that the forest had so many things which are edible. And not only are they edible, but they are very nutritious and quite delicious. Goes to show that there are many things which we need to learn from other cultures.
There are different varieties of leaves. Like every leaf, it contains like medicine. Like we have a kitchen garden at our home, and then we grow there every kinds of leaves. Like whenever we are sick or whenever we are not well, my mom she'll always take those leaves and then make a kind of medicine.
These are wild vegetables foraged from the wild from Nagaland, and Nagas, besides this wild vegetable, eat 1,000 and more other plants, and they are very nutritious, purely organic, and they don't use any kind of chemicals or fertilizers for growing them. So they used to live more than 120 years, 100 years. There used to be many centurions. There is so much biodiversity of edible plants that it boggles your imagination.
Each of the 16 major tribes in Nagaland used to eat about 200 different kinds of leaves. Through intermarriages in recent times and through meetings in market towns, the tribes have exchanged knowledge with each other. Therefore, today, there are at least 1,000 different leaves which have been found to be edible. Most of these are collected from the forests. Many are also cultivated.
This leaf is called Mechinga pata, are collected from the wild, and this has a very good flavor and it goes very well with pork and chicken. From the non-cultivated variety, they have things like ferns, which they collected from the jungle or the forest, and ferns are eaten both raw and cooked. They say ferns are good for healing some diseases like piles and things like that. These are the long beans from the fields. My elder brother, he was getting sick, and he started giving up all these plants or leaves or vegetables brought from the market, and he started only consuming leaves which are collected from the wild or grown in the home kitchens. And now he said all his diseases have stopped. I had an accident a few years back, and my collarbone got broken. Then I went to a doctor. The hospital doctor advised me take a lot of frogs and also crab, because these items, food items, contain a lot of calcium, magnesium, and they also have healing power. So I took those food items, and fortunately my bones got healed much faster than expected.
The Nagas are simple, straightforward, hardworking and honest people with a high standard of integrity. They possess a strong sense of self-respect and rarely submitted to anyone. A hallmark of their character was their hospitality and cheerfulness. Traditionally, they lived in villages. The village used to be a closely knit unit consisting of households of different clans. Today, the importance of the villages and their social structures is getting eroded as large commercial towns are rapidly coming up. This is bringing about drastic changes in the values and lifestyles of the people. Naga society was classless and casteless. Women traditionally enjoyed a high social position with a pivotal role in both family and community matters.
In the olden days, Nagas were self-sufficient in all aspects, except for things like salt and metal. They were independent economically because their needs were few, and they could satisfy those needs within the means they have. The Naga civilization is based on bamboo because you can do anything with bamboo. Bamboo, the shoots are eaten, the stem is used for house construction, for fencing, for anything that you can imagine, and also used as fuel. It's endless, its uses are endless.
Weaving is a traditional art handed down through the generations in Nagaland. Each of the major tribes produces shawls with their own unique designs and colors. The Naga people love color, and this is evident in their colorfully designed shawls and headgear. Weaving is an intricate and time-consuming work, and each shawl takes at least a few days to complete. Designs for shawls and wraparounds called mekhala are different for men and women. Among many tribes, the design of the shawl denotes the social status of the one who wears it. The Nagas are expert craftsmen. Their dwellings are made of wood and straw, and these are ornately carved. Each tribe has a unique way of constructing their huts. A common thing in all the tribes is that they decorate the entrances to their homes with heads of buffaloes. The many crafts of the Nagas include basketry, wood carving and beadwork. The Naga tribes have colorful folk songs and dances. Ancient oral traditions are kept alive in these songs. The Naga songs are both romantic and historical. There are also seasonal songs which describe the various activities in a particular agricultural season. Folk dances are usually performed in groups and in synchronized fashion. Dances are usually performed in festivals and religious occasions. All dances are accompanied by songs and war cries by the dancers themselves. The acceptance of Christianity and with it the spread of English education marked a departure from tribal customs and traditions. The first Christian missionary to arrive in the Naga Hills is believed to be Reverend Miles Bronson in 1841. Today, more than 95% of the Naga people are Christians.
It was in 1872. Missionaries from abroad, they came up to Nagaland, to a particular village called Malong. and the church was established in 1872. By that time, the first 9 converts were baptized, and they have started the church. Now at the moment we have 1,400 churches now. It has really grown big.
This cathedral church is built here on this hill to mark the 40th anniversary of the Second World War. The Second World War was fought between the Japanese and the British. The last part was fought in this hill. In the year 1991, the whole construction was over. And when this church was dedicated, both the Japanese and the British who fought the Second World War, the war veterans, came here, and as a symbolic gesture, they made a peace treaty in this church. The presence of Catholic Church, what we find in Nagaland is since 1950. The first, the Catholics came to the Woka district in a particular place called Lakuti, and the successive year, 1951, the Catholic Church came into Kohima district, and the church began, the Catholic presence began in Nagaland. In the unity of the Holy Spirit, oh glory. I am from the state of Kerala. I came here way back in 1986. What I like personally is the simplicity of the people. People are so simple. You go to any tribe, from any part of Nagaland, basically people are so simple, sincere, hard-working people. So that pulls me always to come back to the state of Nagaland and to work whichever place I am placed in. The cathedral has got a unique architecture mingled with modern art as well as pertaining to the tribal culture. From outside, anyone who looks at this cathedral can see this cathedral as a Naga house. But inside, when you get into this cathedral, you find the modern art which is used in building.
We are in the Little Flower Novitiate in Kohima. These flowers are sisters in the service of Christ. There is a gentleness, a joyousness and grace which the people of the Northeast bring to the service of Christianity.
I feel so much sense of satisfaction, especially at the moment I am in charge of these 12 novices here. I'm trying to help them to discover more and more the plan of God for them, because these 2 years are a precious time for their, we call it formation, preparing to become nuns.
Let us take a walk through the marketplace in Kohima with Mr. Thomas. It is fascinating to see the vegetable, chilies, fish and so many other things which are on sale here. The Naga people's close relationship with the natural world is best seen in the marketplace.
The Nagas live in complete harmony with nature, and they know the symbiotic relationship with nature because they are basically forest communities, and more than 70% of their diet and also their non-diet items come from the forest products. For instance, here are mushrooms collected from the wild, and this is a wild fruit collected from a big tree. This can be peeled off and eaten, but it has a very sourish taste. but the children, they would climb the tall trees and collect these fruits. Not very sweet, but tastes good. These Naga chilies are the hottest in the world, and it is recorded with the highest scovels in the world. It is hotter than the Mexican chili, and they call it Naga King chili. If you just eat one, it will burn your mouth like anything, but Nagas, they have chili eating competition also, so they can consume a lot of hot chilies. These bamboo shoots can be eaten directly by boiling them, and then you can fry them, or you can cook along with other vegetables or meat and have them. It's quite a delicacy. After the silk is removed, you can get these young silkworms, which are considered as a delicacy. These are the sweet basil flowers, and they are very popular in Naga cuisine. They can be eaten both raw. It smells wonderful. It tastes good. Do you want to taste it? The earlier Nagas, they were simple, happy people, and whatever they had, they shared in the spirit of community sharing. Actually, there should be change. No society is static, and every society has to be dynamic, but that change has to be at your own pace. You need technology in this modern world. You need computerization. Your children have to also learn to be at par with others. You have to communicate, but at the same time, you should not sacrifice all your values, your traditions, just to be at par with others.
Nagaland remains till today one of the few places where people live in close contact with nature. In the midst of the commercial and fast-changing world, the people of Nagaland are an island of simple and harmonious living. Perhaps many of the problems of the modern world could be solved if we learn a few lessons from our tribal cultures.